5 item instead, and is going to try and probably do, what that means is he's going to do less farming and more attempts at ganking, basically. So having that Heart of Gold means he can get money while he's out of the jungle, and so that's what his plan is.
Yeah, but the other difference is that Cloud Templar is going to be a lot more useful in fights immediately. True. The Heart of Gold is going to build into a random moment later on, but at the moment just gives him a little bit of extra health and that gold that you're talking about. But gold doesn't help in an immediate fight, so if they were to come 1v1, Cloud Templar would actually win that 1v1 fight, allowing MiG Frost to get a little bit aggressive in the next couple of minutes if they see an opportunity.
That's a really good point.
Loco has hit level 6, but so has SBS. Both their supports are only level 5. However, Sona's, once she gets crescendo her ultimate, that's going to be a little bit more beneficial, because if she can pull it off on SBS, they can drop that ignite, preventing Soraka from doing as much on the heal, and then just do a ton of burst, allowing Loco to start the fight off at a slightly advantageous position.
Okay, they need to be careful a little bit.
Yeah.
Loco is at about 2/3 health, and you know what? If he gets hit by a full combo from SBS, who does have full mana and his ultimate, he could go down very, very quickly. Of course, both teams do have a Shen that could ult in and save a nearly dying champion as well.
Yeah, but the main problem here is, once again, SBS has a lot more items. Putting down his full burst on Mad Life, but not quite able to take him down because Cloud Templar jumped in like you were talking about. Cloud Templar are going to take the lane temporarily, allowing Loco and Mad Life to go back and buy their items for the first time. Meanwhile, we have Rise grabbing a Tear of the Goddess like we were talking about before. Because he's able to get the blue buff, he's going to get his abilities off a lot faster and be able to level that item up as quickly as he can. But we have 4 champions going to the middle lane. They're going to be able to push that lane up. Oh, if they don't get seen, they're going to be able to go for Dragon. Yep.
Yeah, they're going to have all 5 at Dragon. Very nice.
Yeah, it looks like Cloud Templar was deciding between coming down and helping or going for the top turret, and his team pinged to go to the top turret.
And that's a perfect move because they saw Shen top, and they knew he just used his ultimate, so there was no way he could join the fight. Very nice thoughts there by Xenics.
Yeah, so that's going to give them a gold lead. They're up by about 1.7, 1.8, I can't do math right now, 1.8k gold. But that's from that Dragon and the bottom turret. As soon as MiG Frost takes down the top turret, which they've been doing a lot of damage to, that'll help even it out a little bit.
Yeah, because he knew he couldn't get down to that fight, Cloud Templar was just pushing his tower instead.
Yep.
And got most of the damage on it, actually.
It'll be interesting when the fight actually starts happening soon, because Cloud Templar is level 8 compared to Horo's only level 6. So, I want to see him do some ganks.
Yep, Stand United still on half cooldown for Cloud Templar, so...
Yep, and he just grabbed the Heart of Gold for himself as well.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So it looks like the match was just there to help him get through the jungle a lot faster.
Yeah.
Maybe they were thinking they were going to go for a little earlier Dragon, but the situation did not call for it.
Yeah, even just the Madrid's Razors is actually pretty good at giving you extra damage versus creeps for clearing out the jungle, even if you don't spend the extra several hundred to build it into a Wriggles.
Yeah, and I like this choice by Loco to grab that BF sword. He doesn't have the level 2 boots like SBS does, but the thing is that he doesn't need to be more mobile against the same champion. You're going to be within the same range at the same time. So movement speed...
oh, Rapid Star getting picked on. Oh, Rapid Star going for the ultimate from Shen. Saves many reasons. Well, actually, it's hard to tell if that would have saved him or not, but if he would have survived, but I think it saved him. So nice ult there, and of course, guess what? Cloud Templar's ult was down from wasting it on Sona earlier, and so he was not able to ult in at the same time.
Missed buckshot from Loco is going to give a slightly better trade for SBS.
So nice kill there, and that was actually first blood. First blood at 12 minutes.
Yeah, these even similar champions is making it a lot slower play. They don't want to overstep too much. But however, Loco is actually going in very aggressive right now. Shen does have his ultimate up now, or Cloud Templar has his ultimate, so he can jump in and help Loco. I believe Xenics realizes that was
they go in on SBS. SBS barely gets out of there. Wow.
Just dodging that collateral damage ult from Loco. Saved his life. If that hit, he would have been dead. Meanwhile, May's going to come in.
Nice, he catches Loco Doco the stun. There goes collateral damage from Xenics. Are they going to get any kills? No, they barely get 3 heroes. Champions out alive there.
They get out alive, but they're going to have to go back, leaving this turret completely exposed.
Yeah,
so Ari
gone.
realized that he can come up and save or take this turret down very quickly. However, Frost is going to grab their blue so that Xenics doesn't go for the tasty golem after they take down the turret.
All right, yeah, and they're going to even push those minions up even farther. Loco Doco returns.
Yeah, Soraka dropping a ward near the blue buff of MiG Frost. That's going to give them a lot of control over the jungle, not to be able to fight against it, but to be able to push up the lane without feeling too vulnerable, because with earlier knowledge that someone's going to be coming towards you, you can run away a lot faster, making it so that you can be in more disadvantageous positions but still be relatively safe.
Gunwoong now putting some hurt on that bottom turret until Horo comes up and has something to say about it.
Yep. And we see SBS grabbing a Vampiric Scepter. Not sure if that's just going to be getting that a little bit of extra lifesteal for right now and then using the BF Sword for the Infinity Edge, or if he's going to be going for the Bloodthirster right off the bat to give him a lot of extra survivability against Loco Doco. We're going to see what he chooses in just a moment.
Yeah, we did see him go for Bloodthirster first last game, so likely he'll go for the same build. Yeah,
it's a little bit more common on Graves players recently, because with Graves you have a lot of armor and magic resistance relatively for an AD carry. So adding that extra lifesteal kind of just it increases its effectiveness when you're losing life a lot slower than someone else.
Yeah, exactly. He also has additional attack speed, so he doesn't need to go for early seal or anything like that.
Yep. Oh, many reasons stepping up a little too far, taking 1 extra turret hit, but doesn't matter because she does this with all that.
Yep. And so they're looking to put some hurt on this middle tower, but guess what? There's 4 of MiG there and only 2 of Xenics right now, so they could turn it around if we saw maybe a flash rune prison from Rise or something like that. Never mind. Impact is here as well.
Yeah, the problem is Ari does have the Sorcerer's Shoes and the Blasting Wands. Meanwhile, excuse me, yeah, I said Ari. Huh.
Oh, there we go. There's the Flash Rune Prison. Ultimate going down from Stona as well, and they do, in fact, do what I was just talking about. Pick off Ari immediately, very quickly, and Shen was not quite finished with his Stand United. Actually, he might have used it there or something like that.
Yeah, he tried to use it, but she died way too quickly.
Yeah, very, very quickly. She was basically perma-stunned. She was held in place by Rune Prism, and then Crescendo stunned her as well, so she never had a chance. What happened?
She sold her Blasting Wands in order to be able to buy a needlessly large rod. So
really,
she's losing a bit of gold. Whenever you buy an item and then sell it again, you're not going to get the same return. But what that's going to allow her to do is get that extra AP for right now, and then she's essentially deciding that I need this AP right now so that I can get the gold to be able to rebuy the Blasting Wand later on or buy a different item.
That's interesting.
But it's not a perfect play, but it's kind of like buying an elixir. It gives you a little bit of an advantage right now, especially since May grabbed a needlessly large rod as well. That's going to allow them to be very strong in the team fight right now, making it so they can grab a dragon relatively uncontested.
There goes the dragon for Xenic.
So that makes up the gold that she lost by buying and selling an item.
That's a really interesting decision, though. You almost never see them sell such a high-level item like that. Maybe she... I can't imagine she would want to go for a Zonia's or something. Maybe...
What? Death Cap.
I know. I'm just saying, like, sometimes you would sell it because you want to go for a different item.
Oh.
And the blasting rod wouldn't be used in a Zonia's, but I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Oh, they get medlife. The ult goes down, but again, too quickly of a death.
No.
Gunwoong barely gets out of there. May's ultimate doing virtually nothing that time, but it doesn't even matter. Cloud Templar, though, is split pushing, and his ult got canceled, so he is just like, all right, well, I'm just going to kill this tower then.
Yeah, but that does actually leave him vulnerable for Xenics just walking up and killing him. He's going to try to put on the hurt on this turret before Graves can actually, or before SBS's Graves can get there. But he's going to have to do it very, very quickly and then get away.
Here comes Graves. There's the smoke screen. He's going to get the tower. Will he get away, though? Actually, he might even be able to
No, he can't fight this because the rest of the Xenics team is coming up very close. However, Locodoco is also getting in the area, so Xenic Storm can't quite chase him, seeing as SBS has no sort of slowing ability for him. So he did actually choose to get that Bloodthirster. He's not going to get the full value of it until he farms it up, gets the 40 minion kills, or a bunch of enemy champion kills as well.
Well, Ari just picked that blasting one back up again.
Yep, meanwhile, we see Locodoco is actually going for the Infinity Edge first, grabbing that pickaxe after the BF sword, and then also grabbing the elixir to be able to get a lot more health and also do more damage. So both teams choosing to make plays that are advantageous for like a short period of time, but in the long run, it's not the most efficient way of doing things. However, we're seeing these fights being, a lot of fights are happening, but only 3 kills so far this entire game.
Yeah, at almost the 20-minute mark. And yeah, there's actually more towers killed than champions killed in this game at 6-3. Very, very interesting. Ryze is going to go ahead and grab his blue buff while Cloud Templar, as Shen holds the mid lane single-handedly.
Yep, and now Locodoco was able to purchase that Infinity Edge, so he's going to be doing a lot more damage. Meanwhile, Ari did buy that blasting one once again, so she's going to be looking to grab the Death Cop as soon as she can. It's going to take her a little while to get the extra money for that to happen. Gungwoo is just trying to get his raids. However, Xenics dropped the ward and sees exactly what was going on.
Yeah, they're going to go back for the small raids. Clean that up a little bit. Well, the blue buff is up for Team Xenics, so they're probably going to have to head over there and grab that pretty soon. Ari can pretty much get it herself at this point.
Yep, and looking at the trends, Cloud Templar actually, because he grabbed that Blood Razor early on, or Razors, he's not able to get the Aegis as quickly as possible. So he does have the Ruby Crystal, but he doesn't have the rest of the items he needs to get the armor ability from it and the ability to give that aura to the rest of his team. So while he's ahead in money, Horo's ahead in team assistance potential.
Yeah, very good point. Yeah, he has a couple assists as well, so I guess only one additional assist, so not too much. Only worth a few creeps.
Yep. And we're seeing that SBS is actually getting quite a lot more farm than Locodoco, grabbing that Zeal as well. So he's going to be doing a lot more attack damage, or a lot more attack speed when they actually do get into the fight. So it really depends on if Locodoco gets lucky, gets a lot of those critical hits, because it's on a random chance. It could be really good or it could be really bad. It all depends on how those numbers go.
Both Shens split pushing on opposite sides of the map right now, which is a little bit nutty.
Yep, both ults are up. So.
Oh, and we missed the beginning of a team fight. Ari again popped. I think it was Ryze's Rune Prison caught her again. She needs to make sure she's not too close to that in the future.
Yeah, all 3 champions, or well, all 4 champions actually use their ultimates to be able to take down Ari, so it's going to be a 5v4, but a lot of the damage potential and the utility potential coming out of MiG Frost is gone, so they are putting siege on. However, Horo is staying with the split push, and they're not, or MiG Frost is not actually able to do any serious damage to this turret, so they're going to need to decide very soon, go in or back off and defend. I guess it's going to be go in.
Horo is keeping an eye on his team right now. Ari is back up alive again, and she actually still hasn't had the money for that death cap. It's another 1140 after you get those 2 items to finish off the death cap, so she still hasn't been able to pick that up. But anyway, yeah, so Horo is just able to keep split pushing. He did not even get a chance to use his ultimate when Ari was attacked, so it's still up. He can still jump into a fight if need be.
Yeah, nice job by MiG. They're going to try to...
Oh, Locodoco gets hit immediately. Locodoco's going to get out. No! The flash and the ultimate are going to finish her off. Mad Life goes down as well very quickly. And the rest of MiG is just going to be forced to run. And that is a complete turnaround. Xenics is going for Baron now. Wow. They have 5 gems up to only 3, but they're only down for 20 seconds at this low level. So this is a very low level Baron. It could easily be contested, and the Cloud Templar is up, so Shen with the smite is up. He could go for a steal as well.
Yeah, it's going to be very close of who's actually going to get this Baron. I think whoever wins this Baron fight is going to have a huge advantage in this game. The gold is very, very close, but unfortunately Xenics has position. They are able to grab it. That's going to allow them to get the Dragon as well. It gets pinged by MiG Frost, letting everyone on their team know that it's going to be a very dangerous situation very soon. But what are they really going to do about it? Unfortunately, they stayed in the fight a little bit too long after taking down those 2 turrets. They weren't able to go back and use the money that they had just gained. And Loco Doco getting focused down by Xenix Storm was so good for Xenix.
Yeah.
Taking out that damage coming from MiG Frost just allowed them to pick off the rest of the team and push them away in very, very nice fashion.
It looked like he was about to get away, but 2 flashes from Xenix over the wall, we were able to polish him off. So nicely done, and that was good because if he'd been able to back off and get back in that fight, it could have turned around. So brilliant decision making, and yeah, I mean, like I was saying before the game, the previous game actually, how it just came down to whoever got their snag off first. There's Yellow. He's looking pretty happy as his team is ahead right now.
Yeah, they are ahead, but they're only ahead by 1.5K gold.
Yeah.
MiG Frost was actually able to come out right after spawning, buying the items they needed, and go and get the Dragon while Xenix Storm went back and heal. The problem with getting a Baron when you're such low level is you're going to take a lot of damage from it. You're going to have to use a lot of abilities to get it down, so you're not going to have a whole lot of mana as well. So you really can't get into any sort of strong engagement, which the enemy team, MiG Frost, is actually going to take advantage of. So nice job by Frost to take a mistake and not let it explode out of control like what happened last game.
Very good point. Very, very good point. Well, it looks like everyone on both teams has their ultimates up now, except the Rapid Star has used his ultimate, but Ryze's ultimate has a very, very low cooldown, so it'll be back up very soon. Not soon enough to contest this, though. Another tower goes down, and the tower count gets evened up. 5 towers apiece have gone down. Again, more towers than champion deaths in this game.
Yeah, we do actually have 2 Aegis of the Legions on MiG Frost, so they're going to have a lot of aura potential, especially when Cloud Templar is doing a split push. Meanwhile, for Xenix Storm, only Horo has that Aegis. So when it's a 4v4, removing both Shens from the fight, MiG Frost is going to have a little bit more potential if they are in a good position.
Wow, Ryze actually wasting his ultimate there. Oh no, he gets taunted by Shen. He has to flash away. Now they're going back in. Everyone gets stunned by Soda. The ultimate from Cannon does major, major damage. Will it be enough though? SBS is still in the fight. He's a little bit low on health though. He is able to get away with it. And MiG again falling back. They might be forced to give up this tower. Rapid Star with his ult down does not have the capability of holding this off single-handedly.
Well, Rapid Star does still have his ult, and he does have a lot of health as well. But the thing is that getting charmed like that is not going to be good.
Taunted and killed! Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
2 for 1. Horo jumping to Loco Doco is going to force Loco Doco to get away. He took a couple pot shots, but the problem is he's completely out of mana. That's going to be the first inhibitor going to Xenix Storm.
Oh, wow. Cloud Templar almost getting picked off there as well. Very difficult to actually finish off a Shen though. But Xenix really making use of that Baron buff. You were just saying that how they're only 1.5K gold ahead. Now they're up to almost 4,000 gold ahead after that series of some kills and a couple towers.
Yeah, 2 for 1's a pretty good trade for Xenix Storm, and then able to take down the turret and the inhibitor is going to put a lot of pressure on MiG, which is going to allow Xenix Storm to be in a very good position for the next Dragon and the next Baron. The Dragon's going to be up first, so Xenix can just grab that and then bounce from there over to Baron and take that as well. Both buffs for Xenix Storm are up. When they grab them, they're going to still be in effect for when the next team fights are going to be happening as well. So really, really nice timing for Xenix Storm, whether they intended it or not.
I knew that Ryze's ultimate was on a low cooldown, but I didn't realize how low it was. He actually has a lot of cooldown reduction right now, a decent amount of cooldown reduction right now. So it comes back up in about 30 or 40 seconds. So.
Oh, Cloud Templar is actually going to get pinned in here. Is he going to have to use... Oh, he doesn't have his ultimate at all. He's going to try to recall, but he's not going to get out in time. Mei is actually going to try to stun him.
He gets stunned. And 4v1 is not even something that Shen can get away from. Cloud Templar gets picked off, and that is exactly what MiG did not want. They could not afford that. They can't afford, when you're in a situation this close and you're a little behind, you can't let someone get picked off, because now with 5v4, Xenics can take another tower.
Yeah, one more tower makes it one more nearly vulnerable inhibitor. If Xenic Storm can get down 2 inhibitors before the next Baron comes up, that's pretty much going to seal the game unless they completely screw up. A nice clairvoyance coming out of Impact, able to see exactly where the Frost team is positioned, know where they should fan out to be able to put on some hurt. This turret is already down to half health. That's really, really nice for them to do right now.
Yeah, SBS just does so much damage to that tower every time they have a few minions there. And what are they? They're actually falling back right now.
Yep, Cloud Templar is back alive. He does have his ultimate as well to be able to join the fight.
It's a minute and a half till Baron comes back up, so... Oh, they're going to switch it up and try and push top tower. MiG has responded very quickly, but they have a large minion wave there, so they can get a ton of damage down. A huge ult goes down, and a taunt as well. They might turn it around. Ton of Xenics going down. 3 go down very, very quickly. 2 go down very quickly. And it looks like SBS forced to flash, uses his quick draw, but Loco Doco has faster move speed, is able to catch up. The smoke screen from both. Xenics SBS is dead. A killing spree for Loco Doco. MiG says, we are not out of this yet. We are fighting back. We're going to come back into this.
Yeah, and Xenic Storm realizing that both the Baron and Dragon are going to be up very soon. They're doing a split push with Shen on the bottom, Mei on the top. Most likely they're not going to be surviving, but the thing is they're buying time for the rest of their team. He's actually going to be going for an execution, but Rapid Star is going to have something to say about that.
He got the kill.
For him.
Nice.
Yeah, thing about an execution for any newer players is you die, which sucks, but you don't give any gold or kills to the other team, so it's sometimes the best decision to make. However, if you get touched even slightly by the enemy team, it's no longer an execution. So that's going to allow MiG to go to this Baron, take it out very, very quickly. If Xenic Storm doesn't get here in time, 4 are up for Xenic Storm. Horo does not have his ultimate though, so he can't even get in to help out. Ward's going down from Soraka, so they know exactly the timing of when the Baron's going to be close.
Yeah, Horo does have a ward there though. He might try and dash in and steal it. Who's the Baron? He does dash in. Oh, he gets the Baron. MiG gets the Baron. He could not quite steal it. Nicely done by Cloud Templar, making sure to get the smite down.
Yeah, nice move by Horo. He was able to dash in, attempt the steal, and then dash out. So all he really lost was a smite in that situation. Not too high risk. And that's actually going to allow Xenic Storm to head over and grab Dragon. So once again, they're trading objective for objective. But the Baron is a little bit more valuable in the situation. However, the inhibitor is still down.
That was crucial, yeah. I mean, MiG...
just a few more moments.
Yeah, it's going to be back up very soon, but that was totally crucial for MiG to win that battle and get that Baron. Otherwise, they were going to fall a little bit too far behind. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a game of less than 500 gold difference. Again, 7 kills to 7 kills, 5 towers to 7 towers. It is still balanced on the edge of a knife right now.
I think we have even Barons for both teams and almost even Dragons as well. Just, I was not expecting this series to be this close.
Oh my god. Yeah, and this time Ari's not getting every blue buff either. But we still do have minions pushing on all 3 lanes, including a couple last super minions, I think, for Xenics. So Frost still has to play a little bit defensively for the moment.
Yeah, we have a lot of AD damage coming out of MiG Frost. Graves, with that Infinity Edge, actually going up to try to get, well, most likely going for the last Whisper after the Phantom Dancer. And then with Shen and Olaf, they're both going to be doing a lot of damage in pretty much every regard. The Frozen Heart coming out of Rise is going to limit the attack damage coming from Xenic Storm, but Xenic Storm is going more AP heavy with Kennen, Ari, and Shen. 2 Will the Ancients on their teams. On their team, and a Wit's End for Shen as well.
Interesting. That's going to be nice for him. He'll be able to do a little bit more damage, magic damage on his attacks, as well as have some magic resist to resist the attacks of Rise.
Yep. But the thing is, we've got a lot of AP ability coming out of Xenic Storm, but SBS, their Graves player, is actually the most fed, so he's going to be doing a lot of actual attack damage. So the armor and
True.
the Warden's Mail, now Orendo's Omen for Cloud Templar is going to do a really nice job of fighting against that. Gungwoo has a ridiculous amount of health now that he's got his Warmog's armor fully farmed up, in addition to the Heart of Gold.
Yeah. Man, all of these team fights just seem to be based on who can get that first snag. Is it Rise getting a Rune Prison on someone and then they get picked off immediately? Or is it Ari getting a Charm and then they get picked off immediately? And of course we have Shen taunts available from both teams as well. So it could go either way. This could still easily turn right back around, but MiG is pushing this tower, trying to get some damage. They want an inhibitor of their own. The flash taunt on Many Reason is not going to be able to get out of there. The ult from Kennon's going to be able to do a lot of damage. Oh, and the Zhonya saves him for just a moment, but he's going to die as well. MiG pushing this home. They are going to get an inhibitor of their own. It is 3 kills, and oh no, the Xenics team with only 2 left on their team alive, looking crushed. They know they might lose the game here if they don't pull off something special. Graves is still alive. Can he? No, he gets taunted. Graves gets taunted. That is going to be it. MiG coming back in game number 5 is going to the finals. And Loco Doco